So, I realize that it's stupid to tell people how to make a cloŋ without showing them how. I also am going to make a culture to go with this, but that is for another video. Without further ado, here it is. My inspiration for this cloŋ will be English. Only English because anything else just won't work. I'm going to start out with the basics, just English phonology with Welsh and Dutch added in, and to make it unique, I'll just add the voiced bilabial trill and the amplified voiced bilabial trill to round it out. Our phonology right now is looking like this. The consonants are...
Welcome to Conlang Critic, the roughly annual show that gets facts the show that gets facts wrong about your roughly annual show that gets facts wrong, the show that gets facts wrong about your critic, the show that gets facts wrong, the show that gets facts wrong, the roughly annual show that gets facts wrong about your favorite conlang.
Z, j, o, y, wa. Sha, ha, ra, ra, ha, va, brr, and the vowels are e, u, e, u, a, u, e, a, and o. Now that you have your sounds laid out, choose a syllable structure. Syllable is made up of consonants on one side, a vowel, and consonants on the other side. Mine will be CV, so syllables can only have one consonant followed by a vowel. Now I won't bore you with the word making. I don't actually make a word list until I've outlined the evolution of it, and then design the words around those changes so that I can have the language sound how I want it to. I used to try to do these changes by hand, but that was stupid. I found this program called Sound Change Applier 2, and it's made life so much easier. Link in the description. So, for the first change, we're going to change the voiced velar nasal into the aspirated voiced velar stop. So, ng into ga. The voiced dental non-sibilant fricative changes to the alveolar sibilant fricative. So, to s. The labiodental approximant turns into the labiodental non-sibilant fricative. To f. Voiceless uvular fricative is now the voiced alveolar trill. To a sound I actually cannot pronounce. I can't roll my R's. Voiced dental non-sibilant fricative becomes ejective uvular stop, except in a few scenarios. Bilabial trills turn into voiceless postalveolar fricative. And goes to sh. Voiceless bilabial nasal is now the voiced velar non-sibilant fricative. So goes to va. Voiceless labiodental fricative becomes ejective velar stop. Goes to a. Voiceless velar nasal becomes ejective alveolar sibilant fricative. To a. Voiced glottal fricative is now voiceless alveolar sibilant fricative. So ha to tsa. Voiced dental fricative becomes back close mid vowel. So th to o. No, I'm not joking. Sometimes vowels shift to consonants and vice versa. The sounds that do this are called glides. Voiceless alveolar lateral fricative to ejective postalveolar sibilant affricate. So hla to cha. Voiced palatal approximant becomes the voiced alveolar sibilant affricate. So ya to za. Voiceless alveolar nasal. I really don't want to repeat words, but I've now run out of synonyms for becomes. The ejective alveolar stop, so na becomes a. Voiced alveolar approximant is now ejective bilabial stop, so ra goes to a. So here are how the vowels change. So u goes to a, u goes to u, e goes to e, I, and u go to ah, as in caught, or caught if you're from the Northeast. So a go to e, and that's it. You've evolved your cloŋ. So let's take a look at some of the words that we've evolved. So hello is gamarjoba. Goodbye is nakvandis. 1 is erdi. Peel is gvprtskvani. 2 is orri. 10 is ati. Man is atsi. Woman is kali. And to be is opna. Hold on. Give me a second. Well, I'm sorry to say this, but we've fallen into one of the great traps of clonging. Through evolution, our language has become an exact copy of Georgian. It happens about 30% of the time to even the most experienced clongers, so don't get discouraged. Just start fresh, there's nothing you can do about it. In light of my most recent defeat, I'll start again. So our new phonology is aba, ra, cha, ra, kya, la, ka, ha, I, o. Also, the syllable structure is going to be much more free, not being limited to C, 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 V, C. We're not going to evolve this to avoid making Georgian for a second time. I enjoy making these videos, but they can get tedious at times, and cutting corners is always okay. So I've made some words, and I want to make something that makes the language more real. Allophonic variation. Allophonic variation is when consonants are pronounced differently in different parts of a word, but are not full-on sound changes for some reason. Figures. Anyway, I want to have allophonic variation in the nasals. The nasal will be normally pronounced when a speaker's mouth is dry and pronounced when their mouth is wet. This makes the language unique because it's something that doesn't occur in any other language. This type of flair is what's going to make the language unique. Now the Cloŋ's grammar is going to be modeled off of English. Adjectives before nouns, prepositions, subject, verb, object, possessor before possessee. You have to get a few basic things with the grammar. The first is that you have to have a unique grammatical number system. English has 2 grammatical numbers, single and plural, but those are far from the only 2. For instance, there are languages with singular, dual, plural, plural but more plural, and dual plural, which is a grammatical number for a large number of groups of 2. A sample sentence. So if I wanted to say, my name is Peter, that would translate to Kalla, Shur, Hik, Meacher. The name gets changed because the sounds P, T, and E don't exist in this language. That's also how you create loanwords. Take a word from English or another Cloŋ that you've made, and just adjust it for your phonological inventory. And you're done. Go onward and disappoint your parents as I'm doing right now.